So today I want to talk to you about how to create a low ticket to high ticket offer ecosystem. And this is for those of you who are selling your expertise, information, products like courses, memberships. Those of you who offer consulting, if you're a founder who is building your personal brand and you want to be able to offer more premium high ticket offers. This is also for those of you who want to sell premium consulting one-to-one offers. So number one is the trust effect. Having a low ticket offer under $100 allows people to make a quick buying decision and get to know, like, and trust you before making a bigger purchase. So let's say your one-to-one premium offer is $5,000, $10,000. Maybe you're selling a 50K or more offer. In this environment, there is low trust, right? So you can build that trust with a very simple $47 course or workshop that you pre-recorded, where people can actually taste what it's like to work with you one-to-one or work with you on your more higher end offers. Also, timing. Some people just aren't ready in their buying journey, but if they're able to purchase a low cost offer with you, you stay embedded in their mind. So when they are ready to take that next step, maybe it's 6 months from now, maybe it's a year and a half from now, you're building an audience of buyers. So for example, I have a lot of digital products that I've sold: courses, self-study courses, memberships. I've also sold paid workshops. And sometimes someone will buy one of these $27 offers or $97 offer. And then a year later, the same person would invest $12,000 for my one-to-one coaching, right? So from experience in my own business, I've actually built these types of ecosystems that have led to higher end purchases, and this is what we call lifetime customer value. So you're just increasing that with the low ticket offers. Also, a low ticket offer is great to filter people out because not everyone is a good fit for your more one-to-one premium service, and you don't want to work with everybody, right? You want to be able to help people, but some people just wouldn't be a good fit for one-to-one. So you can give them a lower cost offer. The other thing I like about low ticket offers is it's a way to help me build my audience. So my low ticket offers, I've been able to build an email list from those low ticket offers. I've been able to build an audience of people who have purchased from me. It's easier to sell to an existing client than it is to try to go find fresh new leads, right? Or try to convince someone who's never bought from you. So I like it because it kind of just builds that audience of people who have worked with me before, people who follow me online, and I could keep selling them different things. And in my case, I also run some paid ads. I'm able to liquidate the ad spend by selling these really simple digital products and low ticket offers. Now, the other element to this low ticket, high ticket, mid ticket ecosystem, which I'm gonna explain in more detail using this diagram that you see here, is there's also the free element. So you can also have a free lead magnet. This could be a comprehensive blueprint, a guide. This could be a checklist, a template. It could also be a video webinar. It could be a virtual summit. That could be paid as well. You can do free or paid. People can download an ebook and then you can guide them on the thank you page to purchase a digital product for $27. So you're building this buyer journey, and you can also automate it this way as well. And when people get into my email newsletter, I continue to nurture them and sell them my different offers in this offer ecosystem that you see here. All right, so let me break down low ticket, mid ticket, and high ticket, and how these can all work together. And you can decide how you want to design your own offer ecosystem. So like I said earlier, low ticket would be something under $100. This is a very simple purchase. People don't have to really think it through. They don't have to talk to their spouse on whether or not they can invest in this because it's under $100. So think $7, $27, $47. And this really allows you to convert your audience into buyers, and you're going to be solving one specific problem. So this low ticket offer, maybe it's like a mini course, right? You don't want to put a bunch of modules in this course. You don't want to overwhelm people. And it's not going to solve all of their problems. It'll just solve a specific problem. So an example of a low ticket offer that I have used in the past is I have a pricing calculator for service providers where I help them figure out how to price. And I give them examples of the most profitable way to price their offers. And this is a mini offer that is about $27 right now. I don't know if I'm gonna raise the price, but this is an example. So from there, I've had people purchase that and then go into my more premium group coaching or one-to-one offers where I help them with the back end of their business. I help them with their business model. I go a lot more deeper, right? And I'm consulting them on their business model. So that's an example, but with that $27 offer, I'm not solving everything. I'm just showing them how they could price, because in the past, I found that some of the people who are in my audience were really struggling with charging premium rates. They would charge really, really low. So I would show them the best way to price and break down what they should include in every package, okay? Now, if you're watching this and you're not in the niche that I'm in, maybe you're in a different niche, maybe you're in health and wellness, or if you're a fitness coach, maybe your first offer is a $7, $20 meal planning guide or a meal planning course where you show busy moms how to prep their meals during the week so they can stay on their fitness journey, right? So that's the first step. Now, if they wanted to go deeper with you, then you can have a $5,000 coaching program, and you're guiding them, every single week. You're meeting once or twice a week. You're helping them with their mindset. You're helping them stay on track with their fitness or whatever it is that you help them accomplish. That's going to be a higher end offer. All right, the next level is mid-ticket, and this is anywhere between $500 to $2,500. And this is where you deliver a deeper transformation, and it actually bridges people from the basic to more premium. This could be a group coaching program, a course with office hours, so you can have some calls and you can do Zoom calls. Maybe you do Zoom calls once a week for 6 weeks. This can also include some feedback as well. So for example, maybe you're a business coach who focuses on helping web designers get clients, or you help bookkeepers get clients, right? So you can have a $9.97 course where you show them how to get clients, how to do a sales call, how to do a follow-up sequence, and that's going to have more detail than your low ticket offers. It could have anywhere between 5 to 10 modules, and in each module you have 4 to 5 lessons. It's going to be more comprehensive. I have sold a lot of courses in this range. Typically my courses have been between $1,000 to $3,000. And with this model, what I'll do is they get access to a self-study course, which they can go in at any time that they want. But then once a week, I'll have a live Zoom call where I answer their questions. I help them with the strategy so they get feedback from me or my team. Now, one thing I want to say about mid-ticket offers right now is that I'm finding, and this is just my personal experience, and I'm also hearing this from other people, but it could be a little bit harder to convince someone to spend, $900 or to spend $2,000 on a course or a program. And there are some people that do well with it, but it just takes a little bit more. Now, you don't have to have a mid-ticket offer. You can just go straight from low ticket and then just have a high ticket. All right, let's talk about high ticket. So with high ticket, that's going to be anything above $3,000. High ticket is going to be your deepest transformation. And typically, this is where you do more like group coaching, that's premium. You do one-to-one coaching, consulting, one-to-one done-for-you services. And one-to-one should be $10K, more than that, especially for done-for-you services. You want to be a lot more premium. Now, you can have a $50,000 offer. You can have a $100,000 offer. It really depends on your industry. Are you helping individuals or are you helping corporate buyers? So those are all factors that determine the price for high ticket. And high ticket, low ticket, these are subjective terms. So what I'm sharing with you here is not set in stone. $2,000 may be high ticket to certain markets, certain industries, certain audiences. Some high ticket buyers may think that $5,000 is cheap, okay? So it's really subjective, and this is just an overall guide, and it just really depends on your industry and your niche. So this offer ecosystem does not have to happen in sequential order. It's just that you have these different offers that people can pick and choose what best suits them. So you may have maybe 2 different low ticket offers that cover different specific topics, and you have a buyer who buys one thing, doesn't buy the other. And the other thing is, they may not buy your low ticket and then get your mid ticket and then go to your high ticket. You may have someone that finds your content that was just so good, and they go to your website and they just sign up to work with you with your most highest offer. They fill out your application and they just invest with you like $10K, $20K, they just drop the money. I have had that happen, okay? Some people that have been following me for a while, they just go straight to my high ticket offers. Or some people, like I said before, they'll go through that $7 product, $27 product, and then they'll eventually go into the high ticket. So don't think about this in some type of linear step. The low ticket ecosystem, when you combine it with everything else, it does so much more than just convince people to buy. It helps you build your brand and establish your brand. It also really helps you build an audience. So if you ever plan to run paid advertising, you don't have to spend a lot of money on paid ads. You can have a $10 a day ad budget and send people to these lower ticket offers. And that allows you to build your audience a lot faster. And that's what I've done in my business. I enjoy doing it. I also do organic content to get people into my offers as well. What you want to do is you want to make your low ticket offer something that appeals to a high ticket buyer. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people doing is the low ticket offer doesn't match with their more premium offer. It may also attract the wrong type of buyer to your brand, and you don't want to do that. So you want to make sure this low ticket offer is something that a high ticket buyer would absolutely need. It will solve a problem for them. Your free content could live on social media, but you really want to have long form content to accompany your social media. You want to build a personal brand that really stands the test of time, that brings in traffic to your offers, that people share, and that refers people to you. So an example of long form content is a YouTube video, a blog post, a podcast episode, an article, whether it's on your website in the form of a blog or other thought leadership pieces. Also, this could be a book that you write, an actual physical book that you touch with your hands. In my over 10 years of experience doing this, offering courses done for you, and doing marketing, because I started my business as a marketer, I have my own agency, I can tell you right now, your personal brand in the form of when you start creating long form content, is very powerful. And long form content allows you to establish thought leadership, and your thought leadership is what sets you apart from the competition. And this is really important in this offer ecosystem, is because you want to have content that allows you to stand out from everyone else. And right now on the internet and on social media, there's a lot of noise. There are a lot of people who aren't really that qualified, and they're just yapping away on short form content. And what that does, it kind of crowds the market. And if you are an expert at what you do, if you really want to stand out, you want to have long form that can also be supplemental to short form. So I think I'm going to do another video where I explain this new way to do personal branding. Also, in the age of AI, where we're currently at, this method, the way that you create a personal brand and online has completely been flipped, because the AI models now can read your social media content. They can look at your YouTube content. They can take the transcripts from all that content and then basically put you in their database. And what AI does is that it is pattern recognition. A lot of these platforms are also connected to one another. So what does that mean for you? What it means is that you need to have the same type of messaging across multiple platforms in a way that these AI tools can read, so that the AI can now refer you. Okay? And when I say AI, it's just like the technology behind it. So if someone goes into, Claude or ChatGPT or any of these AI tools, and they're looking for, some type of help, and you want to be recommended by these tools, the AI is looking at your website, it's looking at your YouTube, it's looking at podcasts, it's looking at articles, and then it's cross-referencing it to social media, because it's trying to see the patterns, so that it could decide who to recommend, okay? So I probably have to do another video on that topic to help you understand how this new branding, I'll call it like AI brand visibility, and how to set yourself up so that you can be recommended and you can really build a cohesive brand, because now everything's connected with the technology we have now. All right, if you like this video, I have a free guide that you can download to create this, and I break down everything I'm talking about today in more detail. I also have a worksheet for you. I have several worksheets inside of the guide to help you map out your offer ecosystem And make sure you subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.